Čau lidi, já vás tady vítám u našeho dalšího streamu a koukám, nerozumím, kdyby to někdo rozuměl, může mi to když napsat, třeba to mezi to dobu vyřeším, nevím, nějakou, zajímavého, no, nějakou psího psa a smrtelnou kapku, a to mě zajímalo, jako co mám naštěvit, mohu naštívit psího psa a smrtelnou kapku, jako to je jako kde. Takže by mi vrtalo, kde to asi nalezneme, no tak uvidíme, jdeme se podívat a zjistíme, kde to asi najdeme. No, a mezi tou dobou jsem to ještě chvilku hrál po vypnutí streamu a dopracovali jsme se semhle. A vlastně to oblečení sice se mně nelíbí, ale to oblečení mě přidává vlastně nějaký statusy, jako je obrana, útok, nevím, myslím, že to něco dává, to jako nemám ani shine, ale dává mi to obranu, což potřebujem. Tohle mi dává útok, takže musíme vylepšit rukavice, jo. Aha. Aha, tohle mi dává útok, jo, tohle mi dává útok. Bohužel no. Je to sice hezký, ale vypadáme jak volové a přijď za mnou co nejdřív, vrátil jsem se poněkud nepravdivým cestě a na ministerstvu doufám, že tvůj čas byl plodnější než ten můj. No jasně, hezky, tak jo. Se asi za ně vydáme, nebo já nevím, ale mám teď takových úkolů, že nevím co dělat dřív. A rád bych získal právě to Defendo. Ale nemám vůbec čajna, jak ho vlastně získat lidičky, takže uvidíme. Wingardium Leviosa. Tak to jako umíme, že jo? Zajímavý, Wingardium Leviosa. Nějaký kouzlo určitě umí získat a používat tou tentakulu. To nevím jako no. Neviditelnosti a to je zase nějaký no. Nevím, jako dáme si teď tohleto, dáme mapová komnata. No uvidíme. Jinak včera mě nefungoval právě tady jakoby používám takovou aplikaci, která vlastně vysílá na 3 třeba na 3 vlastně zařízení naraz, ale já to mám jenom na 2. A vlastně mám to na YouTubeko a na Twitch. Na YouTubeko se vlastně mi to zaznamenává, takže a vy jste mi psali na YouTubeku a já jsem to tady neviděl, takže teď to vidím, když tak vás vítám na streamu. Takže jdeme na tajemnou komnatu, nebo co to je? Na mapovou komnatu. Musíme tudy má. Je ten pojebaný duch, který nás předtím naprášil. Zmizel velmi rychle. Prejuj. Takže jdeme se na to podívat, lidičky. Mám se s tím setkat, no. A? Hezky. Kouzlej tady. Jo. Vypadáme jak idiotové, ale dostáváme tím nějaký statusy jako útok, obranu. Takže bohužel nebudem si vybírat, no. Já bych zůstal včera na školáka. Ale bohužel, jakož potřebujeme nějaký statusy, jako to čtěvíš a podobně, k tomu se nosit.
Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say
yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
jo, vlastně se z knihu zpátky, jo, protože a tam je ten původní nějaký, který viděl jakoby ty, že jo. Takže on chce
The room
vidět,
is called the Map Chamber, by the
co bude
way.
mluvit jenom, když bude
And
mít
the
tu
portrait
knihu.
of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
To zajímavý prostě. Nebojte se psát. Vidím všechno, když hraju. A?
This looks promising.
Ty krásu, wow. Jsem si jako dali hodně práci, no. Co mě tak, ty krásu.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
No, ten prostřední to byl právě ten, který nám řekl, že to, že tam, že se s tím bude bavit dál, až
If
přinesem
only
knihu.
you were here to see this.
Hele, už je tady.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Nevzpomínám si na to, tak mi
I
to
do
připomíná.
recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
Podíváme se na to.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
OK, uvidíme se tam.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Tak se podíváme, kde ta věž je. Tady jsou bradavice. Záleží z jakého pohledu, tady z tohohle pohledu, takhle. Tak, tady jsou bradavice, tady jsou obchody a s těma obchodama je to, kam potřebujeme.
It's time you learn the basics, the freezing spell.
Jo, tak se tam s tím setkáme. Ježiši, to je ukecaná. Mapa prasy, mapa světa potřebujeme. No, to říkám takhle. Tady jsou někdy prasinky, že jo? No. Ale těma prasinkama tady je údolí, jo? Tam se s tím máme... Jako vážně. Jako vážně, já to mám všechno projít sám. No dobře. No dobře, no, co naděláme? To je dobré, jdeme na to. Je to záhadný příběh. Bradavic. No. Jo, jsme tady hlavně v tom nebezpečném lese, ale úžasný s pavoukama. Nic, běžíme, serem na ně. Ne, slyším na ně. A. Dobrý den, pánové. Já to jen takhle. No, ne, na mě zapomeňte. Já tu nejsem. Tož já tu nebyla. Já zdrhala. Já tu nebyla. Hezky. A už
Oh, at least give it a bit of effort.
Incendio!
Nemáte za čo, páni skřetí. Páni goblinovi a páni dámy. Jdeme na to. už dobré. Já bych vám rád pomohl, ale už nemám čas. Profesor se chce se mnou sejít. Bylo by fajn si vyexpít, to neříkám, že ne. Už by to bylo dobré. Takže jsme si tady museli trošku uspořádat ty spely. Víš co, předěláme si tady dolní spell. Dáme si ho tak trošku, jak bychom ho chtěli. Tohle bych si rád odemkl, bohužel. To už dobré. Dáme si, že ho přivoláme k sobě. Dáme si, že mu dáme pryč hůlku. Pak že vybouchne a pak ho podpálíme. Tohle by to mělo být to už dobré udělané. Uvidíme. To bude náš úžasný. Jo.
Incendio.
Shall we finish?
Tak. Co to tady je? Jo, to jsou pijavičky, ty chcem. Jsme v zakázaném lisi. Procházíme si jen tak temnou uličkou.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Já?
Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Mě by zajímalo, co se stalo, že nevidím ostatní služby zapnuty a vidím jenom jednu zapnutou službu a nevím kterou. Jdem na to. Aha. To je zajímavé. Já vidím, že jedna služba je zapnutá a ty ostatní nejsou zapnuté. To vypadá zajímavě. A to se pro něj dosleduje, jo? To jsme zvědavé. Před chvilkou tam byli, že jsou všechny 3 a teď najednou, že nejsou 3. Jukne na to. A tož tady běží. To bude asi nějaký bug, bych já řekl. Protože já vidím, že mě běží jenom jedna služba, takže to zkusíme vypnout a zapnout. A ještě se jukneme na tu druhou službu. A to by taky mělo být tady někde. Ano, a tu už běží znovu, no takže všechno běží všude. A proč mě to ukazuje, že ne? To je zajímavá to služba. Ten chat je nějaký zajímavý, ty brďo. No. Tak už vidím zpátky, že běží všechno tak jak má. Jsem zvědavý zase. No, tak chci, aby to zůstalo. 3 ze 3. To musím vypínat, ale. Tak bych rád viděl, že někam potřebujem.
Protego. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio.
How do you like being hunted?
Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Accio.
Nice. Krásně nám to jde, že? Tak. Jdeme dali. Už dole by měl něco býti. Oj, karamba. No pojďme, já to chci zkusit. Ty kráso, no tak ten bude silný. Aj. Tak ten má sílu. To asi nepřinesím, co? Ale dále mohli by si vyzkoušet. A? Dobrý.
Expelliarmus!
No. Au.
Incendio!
Au.
Expelliarmus!
Hezky.
Confringo! Confringo!
Tak, ten se nepovedl. No.
Confringo!
No. Ne, už jsme hapsnuli, tak málo mu zbylo. Jaj. Ne, nesmíme ho podceňovat, no. Sundali bychom ho dobře dolů, jako šaby, hned na hned. To neříkám, že ne. A asi ho taky sundáme. Hlavně vypadám zase krás.
Confringo!
Musím se naučit i hned vyhýbat. To je jako pár rán, počkat si.
Confringo!
No. Dosáhla i přesto, protivný.
Confringo! Confringo!
Ten musí dát expo. Neříkej, že nedá expo.
Confringo! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo!
Ty krásu, dobře mluvil,
Confringo! Confringo!
To tady bude patrnější.
Confringo!
To se zbývá málo. Ne. Ne.
Confringo!
A, to se nepovedlo. Ne, dolů nechci. Tak jsem nás předtím zabil. Ne.
Confringo.
Odemčená výzva. Hezky. A tam vzadu bude druhý asi, no. No jasně, a tam je druhý, vole. Toho asi už ten tak jako takhle neporazím takhle rychle, vole. Oj. Tak co, dokážu vyšplhat zase zpátky nahoru? Asi ne, co? Uhádí, že to nebude jak asasin. Něco tady. No takhle no, tak to se nekouzlíme, vole. Nahoru nevyskáčem. Takže jediná cesta. Ach jo, kolem toho trola, vole. Tak zkusíme projít. Čiže joj, říční troll, no to bychom teď asi nedali. Toho bychom dali těžko. Myslím, tebe mě si nevšímej, já tu nejsem. Jo. Museli jsme si dát aspoň jednoho. Tak. Super. Aspoň jednoho jsme dali dolů. Jsem spokojený. Až na to, jak vypadáme, to jde. No to čumím. Co on nezapne? Čím víc kamenů, tím víc. Běžíme. Tak, tady by měla být ta věž někde, ne? Aha, sova. To mám radost.
Over here.
Tady. No, pustíme to, ale nejdřív.
Intriguing place, Zanbakar's tower.
Super.
Lovely view, I'd imagine.
Tak pojď, jdeme
We're not
na
alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
A se propojujeme.
Touch your help. Thank you for making me.
Quickly now.
Dosažení nepozorného nepřijatí může se slab totálnou to slabšího nepřijatelného zjevní nebo silnější výrazně poškodí. No a to jako pošlem jako jak, jako si krása, vole.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
No, můžeš mi říct asi, jak to mám provést? Jdem se podívat, ale. Tady. No, tak tohle asi těžko. Gameplay nepoužiju, a tady. Tak jo, no. Já vím, že já to asi poseřu, protože já nemám tušení, jak to mám. No to jsem zvědavý. Tak to jsme se teda dozvěděli. Takhle.
Well done.
Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time. There must be something here. Ramrock said so. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petricus totalis.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Ready to fight.
Petricus totalis. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Revelio.
Tady nic.
I will draw blood.
Accio.
You can't
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Protego.
lightning. You won't stop me. See there. There you are. What are you taking? Let's get this.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
That was having
Confringo. Incendio.
To by bylo rychlejší. Tak. Tohle bylo docela rychlý. Tady projdem.
Revelio.
Tady jo, tady já na tady nějaký poklady.
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Všechno si nám hodí. A tamhle je brána. Tam asi tehdy piči bojem. Jo. Prohledej věž. Jo. Tak jo.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Už není lock.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
To prozkoumáme.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for...
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Well, I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough.
To je
But if they
neznepokojení
have
teda.
also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important
Však
things to
vlastně
set your
vítám na
mind
Streamu.
to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entrance.
Tam se dostanem. Ty krása, se potřebuje ale homora, mě to neumíme, no. Takže to se asi daleko nedostaneme. Ne? To je jako knížka, ukáž, ale... Nic, tak musím tady. Tak zkoumat tajnou komnatu. Dovaz. To budeme potřebovat? Ne.
Revelio.
Nic? OK. První zkouška. No tak pojďme na to. Jo. To bude těžký, ty vole.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
Jo. Není to něco? Není to nic. Já rád sbírám věci, jo. Cool design vypadá pěkně, hodně pěkně. Takový design mi připomíná, ty brďo to. Warframe. No, tady už jsme dolů, jo.
Impressive. That must have done something.
A?
Best have a look around.
Troška se zní, no. Aha! Hurá, konečně jsme dostali nějaký lepší rukavice, že budeme mít lepší damage. Ne. Prosím, ne. Dobrý. A jdeme vyměnit ty rukavičky. Proč mi chodíš do oblečení, no? Teď ti to řeknu takhle, ale. Teď máme útok 69 a tak budeme 73, jo, to je lepší, že? Tak, tady taky něco máme, jo, to je ta neidentifikovaná, legendární, wow, tak doufám, že to bude lepší, bo až to bude prostě ať to vypadá jinak, nechci pak Allah Akbar, tak ukáž. Šančalách. No. Sbírka. Ještě nějaký? Ne. No. A... Inventář. Jo. A tady talenty. Máme jeden dostupný bod, tak kam ho dáme? A když dáme do Stealth, co je tohle? Dáme si, že co? běhat. To jsme mi se dáme, že budeme běhat, ale už to nebojí, ale ticho. Tak. Takže budeme moc běhat, konečně, když si dáme ten.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio!
Mohly to být léčivý lektvárky, já bych se za to nezlobil. Tak nic, no. Nešiši, bade, zase tohleto.
These look familiar. Accio!
A dobrý. Už víme.
Accio!
Už víme, že tady tou plošinkou se dostaneme kam patří. Tak. Zase sklenic má. Zase?
Accio!
A takhle to tam nejde. Přeskočit, aha, OK. Pojď. Když se mne. To má stačit. No.
Accio!
No. Dobrá.
choose.
Další bojování.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Not making this easy on me.
Velice zázračný. Zase tohle, vole. Teda prohledám. Jestli třeba nenajdeme nějaký truhličky nebo něco, mohlo být.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
To vypadá, že nic. Jo, tady.
Accio!
Pojď za mnou. By mě vrtalo. Tady tu plošinu vidím.
Accio!
Ale tam ji nevidím. Jak to? To mi řekni, jo.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Accio! What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
To mi řekni sám, jak abych se rád dostal tady nahoru na tu truhlu. To vrtá hlavu, co tam je dobrý.
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
To chápem. Jo, a na té druhé straně jasně, už zase nevidím ten. A takhle bychom to měli mít na druhé straně. Chápu to dobře. Jo. Když projdem. Ha!
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
No, chápem to dobře.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Já najdu trochu všechno. Ne, nechci bojovat s tím volem. Budeme muset
Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Tak. No, tak to. Tak to půjdeme ještě jednou. To není tak lehký, vole. To vypadá, že to je strašně easy, ale není. Mocnější zbraně, když jsme je dostali boj, tak potřebujeme mocnější zbraně, vole.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Tak.
Confringo.
Co nejdřív.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo.
Tak. Takže tady mi nezbývá jenom to.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Jau.
Confringo. Accio.
Teď to.
Confringo. Incendio.
Ať. Ne.
Confringo.
Jo. Hurá, ty boje jsou vždycky těžký, jo.
Accio. Accio.
Aha. Já už to vidím. Takže nevidím ho.
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Aha, jsem věděl, že spadneme, ano. Jo. Na to znovu. Vůl.
Accio.
Přeskočit, jasný. Vaše sloty vyplnění jsou úplně plné. No, tak to musíme vyřešit. Ještě sletý, nám vybavení jsou plný, vybavení, ach teď který, ale. No. To záleží který, no. Tak to zničíme, tady jeden slot. No, tak mám právě pohodlné, vynikající, tak to pohodlné dáme pryč. A tady si můžeme vzít lepší oblečení. Aha. Ne, tak jo. Tak uvidíme. No tady máme taky lepší nějakou legendárku, ale to nemůžeme vzít. Tak uvidíme snad. Teď už to třeba bude volnější, třeba teď už to půjde vzít. Čo ho vezeme? A já asi vím. Co to dělá? Takhle se to dělá. Zadem se nám to, co jsme přišli, zase odcházíme. Pojďme sem. Nic. Aha. To se bude mít podlaha, ne? No, to jsem chtěl říct, ne? Chtěli, přeskoč. Prosím, ne. Tyhle ty se nechci.
Incendio.
To jsme dostali takových léčení.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
A jestli tak nám budou všichni velmi velmi.
Expelliarmus.
padá. Yes. Značkou lidi se nabíjí.
Expelliarmus, Confringo. Confringo.
A už je po nás. Dostali jsme na půlku. Dámy a pánové, to bude těžký. Toho jen tak nesundám, co to už vidím teď, Nádech a výdech, nádech a výdech, nádech a výdech. A mu zničit tu kouli, To bylo těžký. Jenom 9%, teprve. Wow. Tak to děláme pěkně pomalu, Jsem zvědavý, kdy to dohraju. Jdeme na to. Jdeme na to, gringo.
Don't like the look of this. Incendio, Confringo.
Tak se nám tam. Talenty, sbírka, výzvy, nastavení se výpočta úkoly mapama, vybavení. Inventář, vybavení. To ještě zamčeno, tak to je jasný. To bylo rychlý. To bylo hodně rychlý. Ale zkusím si to tam předělat, než tam vyjdem. Tak. Ještě počkej. Ten si předěláme na sobě. Sebrání toho. Plamen tam dávat nebudu a pak odstrčení ještě. Tak. To by to mělo být good. Tak tady. No. Jdeme na to.
Don't like the look of this. Expelliarmus, Confringo.
To se nepovedlo.
Repulsor. Expelliarmus, Confringo. Repulsor. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Co dementi, oni mě schodí dolů. Tak dobře jsme si to našlápli, tak dobře. Pohádá, že no, tam nezůstalo uložený, takže zase to přenastavit. Tohle sem, tohle sem, tohle sem a tohle sem. Tak.
Don't like the look of this. Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Tak mě teďka dostanu dolů, vole, na kolena. Tak když se dostanu, vole, k tomu bosovi, vole, tak týko, teď tady pokud jsem dal takhle debilně, vole, to je na píšťalu. My už asi nepotřebují tohle. Tam klidně můžeme dát tohle, pak tohle, pak tohle a pak tohle. A to je to skoro samé jako tohle, no.
Don't like the look of this. Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Ty kokos, tak takhle to funguje. To si nebyla.
Expelliarmus!
Použijem vnitřnický okamžik.
Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Repulso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Repulso!
Jo, zbytně potřeba.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Repulso! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Repulso! Confringo!
Nevím, jak mám vole zvučit ty pouly, vole.
Confringo! Incendio! Incendio!
Pouly.
Repulso!
Yes.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Co mi nedaří prostě.
Incendio! Confringo! Confringo!
Dostávám, vole. Zase skoro půlka pryč, vole. Hoši, to budem dělat dlouho. Dámy a hoši. Tohle budem dělat to přehled dlouho. Tak jsme potřebovali, ale to se nám hodí ten na ten spell, co máme dole. A to je musím měnit. Tady si někde
Look at this.
pod knížkou.
Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Ne. Zase.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Au.
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
První to.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo!
Au.
Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! 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 Incendio!
Au.
Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! 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 Confringo!
Blbost.
What a relief.
Sám si myslíš, že jak tam čukám z besa tu klávesnici, ty brďo. Se bude hýbat, ne? Ne.
Another pensive.
To je nezajímá. A! Prosím, ať je to něco lepšího. Že máme legendární. Aha, lepšího to je. Až od levelu. Ale až od levelu to. 24, vole. Tak, on byl asi 14. Tak jo, no. Tak jo. Proč by... Třeba to bude horší než legendárka, uvidíme.
Revelio.
Prohledáme to tady, než někam půjdeme, to pár. Tak jo. Gaš. Tam kápne se zle. Vypnu zřetelný trošku. Tak se podívej ty slzy.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Jo, tak jednoduchý. Musíš najít cestu zpátky, vole. Zajímavý.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we...
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Tak ukáž. Ty vole, ani jednu z toho nechci, vole. A on se tam nebude. Vybavení. Legendárka. Legendárka. Koši pán normálně. Ještě tohle by to chtěl změnit, no. Bohužel, no. Takhle je to lepší. Kaž, tady nic. Tady rukavice. To jsou lepší. Dobrý, ale tam nic. Přece nic. No tohle už jsme zvýšili počet konci jednoby. Zvýšili počet konfliktů. Wow. Legendárky. Tohle je to nic.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
I was surprised that you seemed friendly with the goblin.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am. And I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
If I retrieve the relic, how do I know you'll tell me the truth about what Ranrock says?
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Erdgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. So wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today. Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a dark witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Kdyby to někdo přednastavilo. Bude možná potřebovat, no, ale tam říkám, že bude potřebovat ne tohle. Spíš takhle. Spíš takhle bych to viděl.
Lumos. It seems. Moths. Curious. Lumos. Merlin's beard.
Moje slity na výbavu jsou plné, já si myslím, že jsou plné. Co teď? Pořina,
This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos. Revelio. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Zombíci, vole, ne. Takže musí být zasaženi okolo zlej, aby byl zraněn vůči jiným útokům. Až
Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. These inferi are horrible. Depulso.
To je strašně těžký, já nevím, jak to mám dělat, tohleto. Opakování. Ty krása, to jsem nečekal.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Já bych si mohl dát tohle, že jo, no jo.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. There's nothing resistant. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Takhle, že jsme zvládli mnohem líp. Jak rychle jsme to zvládli, že? Přijde. Tohle nehoří, vole.
Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Lumos. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Lumos. Capulso. Lumos. Protego. Lumos. Protego. Lumos. Protego. Lumos. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. I need to get that platform closer. But how?
Výbava je plná. Vyzývám se taky, jaký hrajou ty youtubeři a streameři. Už to mají takhle pak jako to. No, tenhle ten dáme pryč. Tak co, snad se nám to uvolní a dá se nám aspoň čepice. No prosím. To bude aspoň lepší, než ta kokotina, kterou mám na hlavě, vole. No, to je lepší než tohleto, vole. Teď máme útok 93, super.
Revelio. What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. It's sealed shut from the other side.
Zase mám plné pro vybavení. Tak. Ještě stále mám plné. A hodíme to 90. A lepší rukavice, no prosím. Ty se hoděj. Chceme být co nejsilnější červí, no už nám to je docela sluší, jo. Přijď tam to, krása. Začíná vypadat k světu.
Accio. Down I go. No other way.
Jiná cesta ne.
Revelio. Accio.
Já vím, že
Revelio.
Cesta je. Nechce se mi. Ota. Jiná cesta není, já vůbec jsem skočit nechtěl.
Accio.
Teď už ta cesta je, jo.
Accio. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Lumos. Depulso. This looks even more complex. Lumos. Depulso.
Co by to mohlo být? Ty brýle bych chtěl dát do prdele, no. Dáme ještě rukavice. Dáme dopak hovno. Co vzory diamantu?
Revelio. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
Takhle.
Lumos. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it. Depulso! Lumos. Depulso! Lumos. Depulso! Lumos. Whoa. Depulso. Lumos.
Chicos.
I need to bring Mox to the door. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
A já už asi vím.
Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Confringo! Incendio! Revelio. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Like this.
Ježišmarja. No.
Confringo! Revelio. Better show this to Lodgok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
An entire camp of Rookwood's thieves. I might need assistance.
Unfortunately, we have no time. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
You'll die before you have a chance to finish me off. You cost us out.
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Too slow.
Confringo.
Incendio.
Expelliarmus.
Now you're just getting on my next.
Also.
That was a mistake. Is that all? Incendio! Accio! Expulso! Confringo! We'll need to be quicker than that! Protego! Incendio! Expulso! Incendio! That's the best you can do, isn't it? Expelliarmus! Pathetic! Incendio! Luma! Expulso! Expelliarmus! Hogwarts! Give up! Incendio! No one to pay their respects. Shame.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
I hope.
Was that meant
Leviosa! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Leviosa! Leviosa! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Nic. Poslední úkol, co uděláme,
Telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Hodil by se jim ještě, no. There they are, úžasný. To už bylo ve vesnici, vážně, nebo musím chodit znovu. Jo, jsme ve vesnici, super. Stará troll, dobrý.
Go petrify us all. You should never have come in. I see you.
Nevíš.
You dare slay one of my own! You will fall! What have you done?
Confringo. Confringo. Compulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Compulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Rest easy, my large friend.
Revelio.
That's it.
This is for Rookwood.
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Rise and Compulso. Accio. Confringo.
Don't have much for me. You're going to regret that.
Accio. Confringo.
Revelio. These rocks have seen better days. Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It just looks like a helmet to me.
Ah, you're looking at what it is, rather than what it means. To most goblins, this is more than a mere helmet. You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Užitečný prostě nepřijde. To by se mohlo hodit. Naučíme se Alhomora. Konečně se naučíme kouzla, který chceme měřovat celou dobu.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Why would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a reward. I will teach you a particularly useful spell. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh! I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Yo.
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Rebellion. Bruce, always messing about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll use them to catch. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marching professor has to be tough with her. I don't think that's what that cloud is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, twit. That's it. 50 house points.
Hello, Hamora.
The head.
What trickery are you up to?
Revelio.
You are to be remanded at once.
hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Well, Ravenclaw?
I know.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
I'll see what I can do, but I'm fairly busy. I can't promise anything.
Understood, but I hope you will find the time. In case it matters, I do have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery. Depulso. Levioso.
Revelio.
Čau, čau, čau. Vole, to otevřít, vole. Zkusím kombinace, víš, k sejfu. Já chci tu trochu otevřít aspoň jednou. Asi těžký, co? Otazníky, vole. To jdeme znovu. Sova, tak pojď. Hovno. Tak pojď teď. Hovno. Teď. A jo, jak to jde u tebe? A! Jsem tě dlouho neslyšel, neviděl. To jo. Jsem koukal, že Paříž většinou teď do tu dvojku. Ježiš, tady byl ten duch. Stelárku? A to nevím ani, co to je. Máte vidět hrát jenom dotu, takže nevím. Budou každý se, to obrnění, vole. Duchové to si tančí ve vzduchu, krása. Ne, počkej. Trošku špatně jsme zahnuli. Tadyhle je mapa, jo. zase to, viď. No, já skoro nic nehraju, já se většinou nudím a tak já něco pařím, tak jak vidíš, no. Hogwarts. A nebo ještě Goučka, no, občas zahraju. Občas se starám i o 5M server a to je tak asi všechno, no. To je takový. Takový makový to je, no, všechno.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howin.
Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howin's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Týpek. Klepni tím T a pojďte na kartáž na mazlíčky. No. Jo, a tady musím jako někam přidat, jo. Tak já nevím. Třeba tady.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Tady něco k snědku, jo? Dobrý. Tady máš něco k papání, podívej se. Šup, papej.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Jsi tu ještě? No.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer. Stumbling over dead beasts? Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Máme studovat, jo?
Over here.
Co pak je,
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike.
I think.
Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Materiálu není dost.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
No je posměšně, ty vole. No už tam skoro jsme, no.
Stand back.
třetí je. A tohle ti jde představit ten Hagrid, vole.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her, but be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Ukloň se. Poklonit. Poklona, ještě jednou.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea. The poachers seem a dangerous lot.
They don't scare me. Besides, I'd do anything to keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts.
To mě připomíná, že bych mohl jít do obchodu a prodat.
I'm heading to Fel.
Jdeme prodat nějaký věci.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
I miss the old Quidditch goal.
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Podívej se na to. Taky úžasné věci tady jsou.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Tady je. Tohle braštu potřebuju.
Stop by whenever you're about.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Levioso. Reparo. Lumos.
Hello there. Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Historically speaking, there's never...
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in...
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I've a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Wind Wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. U-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the U-wand's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me...
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable, evidently I can fly safely almost anywhere. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today? That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might...
Go on.
But you might... What? As it...
Oh, přeskočím.
That sounds intriguing.
The time? Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Good thing the ministry...
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean you can't.
Well, he wasn't looking at snatched it. Don't fool. Who looks at the likes of us and thinks we're after corn?
So many.
Oh, that kind of cancelled it. You wouldn't look.
Hey you, Gryffindor.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Gryffindor.
can you tell me more about these courses?
Stalling, 5th year. Fine, I'll humor you. This course demands focus. Requires you to anticipate speed and height before every turn. The others test stamina. 3 courses in all, built ages ago by former students. Since Black cancelled Quidditch, it was these courses or nothing. I made them popular again. Got the whole school hungry to compete. So, let's see what you've got, 5th year.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Made it. Haha! Now that's more like it. This is rather fun. Excellent. Did it. Brilliant. Aha! Brilliant!
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Find myself scurrying home as
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent, and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
No, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flights, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative... I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine. Says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning chart.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
Hello, Hamora.
Hello again. I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Ha, stop by the shop when you can.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
More to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You got one!
Now, Lumos.
I'll look after you. Do cooperate, won't you?
Lumos.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. No, you don't. There. I'm not going to hurt you. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Vyzkoušet.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Lumos.
Everything's all right now.
On another adventure, are we?
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie. The lot of it was bought up. Apparently. Must have been someone. Anyway, always have trouble. Used to carry them, but people kept...
I can imagine that.
There's worse. Not surprising.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazard.
Truer words never spoke. Used to carry Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. And I do like to make... Now, why don't... Always best to pop...
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Količky, já si myslím, že to dneska už stačí. Půjdu spát. Takže vám přeju krásnou dobrou noc. A uvidíme se zase dneska až později, no. Až se probudím, tak to možná zapnu. Nebo něco zahraju, podívám se možná na film. Uvidím, jakou budu náladu. Tak jo, děkuji, že jste se koukali až do konce a zase zítra. Neboli dneska.